All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Divine Rain Media. There are times I've wondered, live performance, how can I use FS Studio to split my left and right keyboard playing different sounds at the same time? Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to be teaching you how to split your sound, having your bass on the left or having your strings on the left. Then on your right hand, you're going to be having a different sound altogether. You can also lay sound on it. So you can use this during your praise and worship in the church, during your jams, whatever you're playing. Okay, so you can even use it in your studio to do some other things to mix sounds for people and all that. So this is it. So if you want to learn how to do this, stay tuned. So ladies and gentlemen, when you open up your FS Studio, click on this plus button here. So for those who are not used to FS Studio, on this plus button, then you from there locate your plugins or locate a plugin called Patcher. All right, click on it and it will open like this. Once you open like this, right on the center, right click, then add a plugin. The plugin you're going to be looking for is called VFS keyboard splitter. So click on it and this will open. All right, so this is where you're going to be splitting your keyboard. This is where you're going to be doing the magic I'm trying to explain. So now I'm going to add plugins first. The plugin we're going to be adding is our sounds. The sound, what we use Purity. Okay, you can use any sound for this. If you have Advent, you have all that kind of sign you can use. So now you can actually rename this, but let me not rename it for sake of time. You can actually rename this. So let's add another sound, and this is going to be maybe our middle sound or the layer. So let's add the same Purity again. Now it's loaded, we have it to here, drag it, then let's add another one again. Let's use the same Purity again, but you can choose different, or let's use Nasus. This is one of the sounds I like, so you have them here. So now for some of you, may, if you look at it, you see that this thing now is connected directly, and when you play it, the whole three sounds will be playing together. But for you to split it, what I normally do is to disconnect them first of all. So I do it like this, drag this one, drag just like what you're seeing on the screen, drag this one. Okay, so now they are all separate. If you play your keyboard, you won't hear any sound. So this is where we're going to do the magic. So right click on this keyboard splitter, which is this very one here. So okay, let me get rid of this. So right click on the keyboard splitter on top of it, then go to output, then event. Now you have only one zone there, so we're going to be choosing, you're going to be checking zone 2, because on default everything will be on zone 1. So we're going to be checking zone 2, and we're going to be also checking zone 3 because we have 3 plugins selected. So now let me double click on this thing. So okay, let me close this one. I'm going to use the other patch I did to show you how this works. Now, so for you to open the keyboard splitter, you have to double click on it. Once you double click on it, this box will open, and these are the numbers assigned. For example, you have to assign number 1 from this place, from here to number 1, from this to number 2, from this again to number 3. So that is how it works. And you have to also assign this to this, assign this to this, and assign the third one to this. So that's how it works. So let's do it in real time so that you understand how all this works. All right, so you click and hold, then leave it, it will connect. You click and hold and leave it, it will assign, you click and hold and leave it, it will also assign. So if you assign one, if you assign this one to 1 here, that means that will be here. If you assign this one, let me bring out this in. If you assign this one 1 here, so it will be 1 here. If you assign this one 2 here, it will be 2 here. If you assign this one 3 here, it will be 3 here. If you assign another one 4, it will be 4 here. So that's how it goes. All right, 1 to 16. You have to from 1 to 16. These are your keyboard layers, just like you have on your normal keyboard. You have your left, you have your right, you have your middle. Some like S900 have up to 3 layers. Okay, so these are your layers on the keyboard. So you can put your bass on number 1, then put your grand piano on number 2, put on your strings on number 3, or flute, or whatever you choose. So you can have other ones on them. If you have a keyboard that is like 7 octave, then you can also split it into 4. All right, you can split it into 4, add other sound, so you can do some crazy things here. All right, can do some crazy things here. So now these things here represent your notes. If I play a sound that you see, these things here represent your notes, and this line you're seeing here, is like your volume. All right, why these particular things there represent your notes. All right, so if I want to split from C, this is where my C starts from, because like I split the keyboard. If you want to split from C, my C starts from here. That is why I did this one. This is my C1, this is my C2, then my C3. My C3 is actually another one. So if I want to split from C1 to C2, that means this volume here will have to stop from here, because any other thing from here we go we enter another sound. So from here, look at this, the way this line is. This is where my bass stop. So I bring the volume down here. I'm going to do it on the other distance so that you understand. I bring the volume down here. So you see the volume is up here, while it's down here. So that is why you cannot hear anything from here. So from this note here down to this very one, so you can down to this very one, you cannot hear anything. But once I go off, once this line enter here, now you begin to hear a different sound. So that different sound is coming from here. Okay, let's remove this now. So as you did it here, so you don't want any sound on the left. This is your left, this is your left, and this is your right. You don't want any sound on the left, on the right, I mean, sorry. You don't want any sound on the right, so you bring it down. So now let's go to the second one. So let's go to the second one, which is number 2. Now this number 2 is opposite. For you to achieve that splitting of the things, that you need to bring down the layer, this very one, bring the volume down here, because if you bring it up, let's take this for example. Now if you bring it up, it will begin to complete with the bass if you raise the volume here up. So you have to bring this one up and then bring the bass side of it down if you don't want. Then if you want to also hear some volume of this grand piano on your left side, then you can also raise it. So now this one is the third one, which is the layer, is also on the right side, I mean. So that is how you set it. You bring the volume of the left hand down, then you can choose to raise the volume on purpose, then bring this one up. So there you have it, your keyboard. You have it, your bass on the left. So you can do a lot with this. Okay, let me change to the other let me change to the other. Can use this patch. Can use this one. So this is another sound here. This is another sound here, and this is another sound here. So there you have it. So ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Your right hand, your strings, it could be your SAS, it could be anything. Then on the background you can have anything. You can have different sound all together on your right. You can also split your keyboard into 4. You can split it into 5. You can split it into different places however you want. If you have a 7-octave keyboard, you can split it, have different sound. Is very, very useful. You can have your bass, your strings on your left. Okay, so this is very, very useful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Divine Rain Media, and I will see you on my next video. Thanks for watching. God bless you.